So here's a little quick and dirty update on my E36 shift linkage rebuild. Now, my original plan was to use the Z4 shifter. However, it was too short, and I didn't want to spend the money on a new short throw. I've done cheap eBay ones, and I didn't like how notchy they were. Plus, they require some modification to work. And I had a Z4 shifter, and I had the original 328i shifter. And I thought, well, let's see. And when I say short, I mean the height of the Z4 shifter was too shallow. It would bang around inside the cage. It just wasn't tall enough. So this is what I did. You can heat up the housing. This is the original Z4 top, and this is the original arm for the for the 328i. What I did was I made a hybrid of the Z4 arm with the 328 upper part. The way you get it apart, it's really simple, is you just heat up the metal and this slides right off. And then I just heated up the other one and it slid right off too. And then to get it all back together, now I wanted it to be a little bit harder. So what I did is, on this one, there's this rubber. I just cut it out, heat up the metal, slide it on, and you can actually see the height difference. So by doing that, I gained the extra 1.5 inches that I needed in order to have everything fit together. I'll still end up with the shorter throw of the Z4 shifter. You can see how the arm is there. Now the other difference is the Z4 shifter is more just a straight up and down, where the E30, the 328i has a curved one. So this is more like the Garagistic Supreme short shifter, and I imagine the throw will be just about similar, not quite as much. And then what I did to get the extra stiffness is I filled it in with 3M window weld, which is a product people use, and I had to do it on the top. So I just, in there, I used metal tape on one side, filled it all in with the polyurethane, and then on the bottom, I did it from the bottom, and then I drilled a couple more holes to fill everything in. And this thing is super hard. You can't move it around at all. And if you've ever played around with a shifter, this stuff is very soft. So there's actually some give in the shifter arm as well. But now, this is giving me a hybrid. It's a Z4 shifter with a 328i upper part filled with polyurethane, so it's super stiff. And if you guys are wondering, this is what you use, 3M window weld. And you can use this on motor mounts and everything. It'll last a little bit long. I'm going to use these on some motor mounts too for my Honda. And I've done a few other things, such as I was experimenting with filling in the gaps on a carrier bushing. And it's effective. It's not as stiff as the poly, though. This is the Garagistic poly one. So anyways, if you guys were ever wondering, if you just happen to have two shifters around, that's what you can do. That way, it didn't cost me anything. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.